Hey, hi guys, this is my board game. It's called The Summoning. So just go ahead and look at the instructions here. Four novice mages of the dark arts seek more power, and so find out the missing demon and call out their name to summon their power. Conquer other players to be the last mage standing. So basically this game is like sort of comparable to Clue in that you're trying to find out which demon needs to be summoned, and then once you summon that demon, then you become that demon, and your goal then is to go ahead and destroy all the other players. But that's not the only thing to do, because the other three players can seal you away, basically eliminate you if they get the other three demons to the summoning altar, which I will show you here. Yeah, so these are all the map tiles, and then these are event cards. This is the demon that needs to be summoned, and these are all the spell cards. Now, there's not only two ways specifically to win. You can win if you kill everybody before the demon is summoned, or you can also kill the demon itself, but that would be very difficult to do. So you want to grab a pen and paper to track all your stats, and each player has 4 stats: life force, speed, attack, and defense. And you can go ahead and see what these do here. Each player starts out with 50 life force, and everyone takes turns rolling a d4 die to determine each player's stats, other than life force. So say, like, we're about to start this game, and this guy wants to go first to roll their stats. Go ahead and roll a d4 die. This is a 1, so then they could choose which stat that would be. So if they want, maybe they just want low defense, then they can go ahead and switch that with a 1. And then this is now a 4, so maybe I want a high attack or high movement speed, so maybe I'll just make speed 4, and then this would be 2, and then 2 would be attack. Then from there, all 4 players would take turns rolling a d6 die just to determine who would go first. This one is a 4, so say this guy rolls a 4, and then this girl rolls a 6, then she would go first, and then he would go next, and then the rest of the people would roll, and so on and so forth. Each player starts in the corner, and to move, all you do is use your movement speed stat. So go ahead, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when you land on a tile, you reveal what it is. This is a stat card, and so what stat cards do are you basically buff your character and their stats. This is a choose card, so this is actually kind of lucky. So I get to choose specifically which stat I'm going to buff, and then I would roll the d4 die. That would be +3 stat to whatever stat I choose. You can either hold on to this card, or you can play it immediately, but you can only play 1 stat card per turn. It's kind of important that you don't just immediately play all your stat cards, because then you're able to hide which demons that you've already revealed are not the one that you need to summon. So let me an example of this. Oh, okay. And then this is a spell card. Spell cards or spell map tiles must be turned over immediately and flipped right side up, and they just stay there. And from then on out, if anyone lands on this spot, then they can go ahead and pick up a spell card. And I also would pick up a spell card on that turn. A restriction on that is that you can't use the same spell space twice. You have to go to a different spell space. There's also an event space. If I can find one of those. This is an example of a demon card. Another spell space, another heal space. And you can see all the different stats that you can buff. Speed. Oh, and then this is the summoning platform. It's usually hidden at the beginning of the game, and once you reveal it, then it stays there, and that's where you want to take yourself and call out the demon's name. Oh, here's the event card. Okay, So now the event card, same thing as a spell card. You flip it right side up, and you go ahead and grab an event card, and then you just do what it says. These cards cannot be held. These cards you have to play immediately, and you have to do what it says on the card immediately, unless otherwise specified. So I think there's 2 or 3 that can only be held. And then spell cards, you can do whatever you want with them. These can be held and used whenever. So, example, someone turning into the demon. So let's reveal this to summoning platform. Say I know what the demon is. I would try and land on this spot, and I would call it the demon's name. I would say the demon is Satan, and if I'm right, then I do what the card says. I gain 6 to all my stats, and now I'm able to attack from a distance. If I get this wrong, then I'm out of the game. So it's very important that you know exactly which demon it is, or else you could just automatically be out of the game. And of course, when you reveal the demon, you reveal it to yourself first, because if you're wrong, then you put it back in the pile, and then the other players continue playing the game from there on out. So now I know I'm Satan. So now the other 3 players, wherever they are, I am able to go and attack them and do whatever. And what they have to do is, in their hand, if they have the other demons, they have to land on this spot again. They all have to come to the spot and reveal that they have all their demon cards. And then once that is taken place, then the demon is the demon lord the player who became the demon is eliminated from the game, and then the rest of the 3 characters win.